it's a hard game. It could even be a dry. I want City to win the game, but it could be a draw. I don't Kubiraji. Odom Saja, he's just above survival, relegation survival.
Hey, everybody welcome. Everybody to the fan page.
We all agree that probably Manchester City Antoine Semenyo was the game was too big for Semenyo. It was too big for Gueye. But the Westham game.
The game was too big for Pep Guardiola.
Semenyo yabadde Drake.
Pep Guardiola wow.
Tebatu wadde Semenyo oli yadde Drake ali sibali. Oli yadde
byagala oyisaawo.
Sibali.
Semenyo twamutegedde. But anyway, the game too big for Semenyo at the Bernabeu, but now this is Westham teams yakubanga.
But
ngali ku Nottingham, ngali ku Bournemouth. So I expect that he gets back on form.
Omupira gwa Real Madrid for starters. It wasn't like you guys say mbuno Semenyo omupira gwade gumususeko. Yes, yazanye bulungi, but he's not the problem. The problem was Pep Guardiola. His tactics. Actually, I may not say that the problem was Pep Guardiola, but the problem was
Pep a problem.
Ambelowa yabadde mulungi.
Do you know Pep?
Alvaro Ambelowa yabadde mulungi. That's the fact. Ba adagula ne mwana mulenzi Ibrahim Diaz, the way they played. Ibrahim Diaz, not Ibrahim Diaz. Bazanye bulungi. It's okay.
Sorry.
Madrid really put on a show.
Yeah, they did.
I believe another team that is going to put on a show is in the name of Westham.
Against
Southampton.
That they will put on a show, but of course it will be a shit show.
A shit show.
Yes. We shall be there. The show will be there, but it will be a shit show.
Gerard, Pep of course made some changes in that game. Matthias Nunez, Teamuta and Caesar, because of course maybe there was fear for Vinicius Junior
faster.
But it was a chichi. Pep actually through it costs him because players that have been he has been match fit. I know he's
for me I feel like Pep really wants to give Arteta a run for his money, and he thought Madrid would be weaker. We all thought Madrid would be weaker. They have been weaker. You understand? So those changes fera tuzimune nyesa nyamazima gali nti eyo timu bwe yafuluma yo bweti nzina alisigira mu buzibu bw'amaanyi
nange sajira ba
naye just game yachuka ku ground
game yachuka ku ground nange sajira ba
ne Pep yabadde abalanti title race atenga mazima title race ekyaliko
kweli
ekyaliko for both teams
for Champions League.
No Premier League title race, like he shouldn't hang up the boots achaino kurana because bota umuza nuri weekend ojatuka nga Westham ekwita mbisi ati ngoyagala nawe je points so satu musadi mteko pressure. Yes. Because pressure yase ndofena tujimanyi anytime any day they can mess it up. That's the truth.
True.
But unfortunately it didn't go well. Unfortunately even furthermore for Arsenal, because Arsenal needed Man City to win that game, so that Madrid comes with a bit of less hope.
Yes, definitely. So Westham nadenjira ko mpira gwayo na qualifying for the FA de Brentford, a game that they struggled a little bit. What they gabai say, of course, they won that game via penalties. It's a team of, you cannot say because they're on form or something, but teams are relegation. The team was all tabalira ko izanya Brentford weti, then they just want to choose. But I'm one of the people who believe that Westham tesobolera kodala Manchester City, especially when you look at the kind of quality. Manchester City is there kutisa wine people say quality against Madrid data choose or something. Naye waliwo omuntu akusukako. Nze sobera. Nti Manchester City Westham era musukako. When you look at Nottingham Forest players and compare them to Westham players, we all agree on the bench that Nottingham Forest has a little bit of quality, especially in the midfield and the defense. But we the Morinos, Mojama Hatutula Anderson who scored the goal, Morgan Gibbs White. On the other hand, Westham is what a Sajja of that particular quality that can try to harm Manchester City.
But the manager has the ability to,
He's a very good manager.
He has the ability to turn those players into something else.
Nina akantuze kentero tunulira ntero kwogerako. I looked at the Arsenal game against I'm sorry to bring it up, the Champions League again, but it's just a reference. I looked at the Champions League game of Arsenal versus Liverpool, and our odd to beat them, betting. Our odd to beat them was 1.5. Our Manchester City's odd, with the gap in quality that we are talking about, Umuindia added 1.7. Now, what are the parameters that we need? Home team, relegation battle, on the verge of escaping relegation.
Manchester
Because-
City's defeat to Real Madrid, does it come into play?
I think it comes into play. Man City still believes they can beat Madrid at home. Pep would believe that. He's the kind of man who would say,
We can't.
I can, change this around.
Well, he's a madman.
He is, and he could do it. That's the truth. Now, when you look on this other side, it tells you, I need West Ham to change Madrid's time, Madrid's game.
Yes.
I need West Ham's momentum, basically. West Ham, momentum, which makes this odd for me scary. Draw.
Joyagala oba otunudde
Kugamba njagala. Naye kino mbadde nkyogera, and you might witness is that this game is actually the game that I'm counting on to say I have won this league officially. That is, of course, if Arsenal wins their game.
Against
Because we're talking at 10 points clear and he draws, that makes it 9. Game over. I just go to his stadium and get a draw and go.
Gerard Wyke thinks this is the game where he gives Arsenal the trophy. Of course, after this weekend, it will be 6 games left. Still a long way to go. But 7 games left. When you look at Manchester City, he has said the right thing, which I agree. With the momentum West Ham again about to come into the Man City game also plays. You are saying Manchester City is taking game by game. It's how was the West Ham, Madrid,
As
Gerald Choroz. I don't know what is in the dressing room in Manchester,
Of
definitely.
course.
But West Ham, I don't think they have. We don't have the capacity. I don't think West Ham have the capacity
they will frustrate
to really
Pep.
frustrate you. Why Carosa they can? I think they cannot.
I
What do
think
you
they
think as a
can
Man
too.
City fan?
Yeah, as a Manchester City fan and as a football fan, this is what I do when I'm making an analysis. Maybe if I want to make a prediction, I first look at the clubs, When I look at West Ham and Manchester City, how have they been playing? Man City, but then West Ham in the first 5 or 6 games. Game Kuba 3, 4, at least 2. So I take that into consideration. Then I jump onto the current form of these clubs. Manchester City has been unbeaten in the past 9 or 10 games. You understand? Okay.
Not all competition.
But
You are one of
Madrid.
it in the
Before
first.
Madrid, but they unbeaten in like 10 or 8 games in all competitions. But West Ham Sigamante badezanya bulungi nnyo, especially in
Their results
Premier
are
League.
fluctuating.
Yes,
They are
they are
tomorrow
good
they are bad.
today,
Worse.
tomorrow they are bad. So with all that, kale tuyinza n'otunula ku kya manager versus manager, of which ekyo kitono nnyo. This is Pep Guardiola with an 8 billion project, and this is Nuno Espirito Santo with a falling West Ham.
Who has just been fired.
It is one of the worst West Ham sides I've seen so far. But and Kalijinga, they are one of the worst teams. You understand? Najagezeko batasa. So when I join all those things, my analysis will be like, this is a serious, simple win for Team Manchester City.
But
this is like a 3-0.
They're in a recovery mode, and beaten Wolf sometimes what we are gonna,
Wakola draw. Bakubye. Okomewo against West Ham relegation team.
Obera serious indala.
Very serious. You have to be very serious in that game so that you win it. But they make looking very bad because, of course, you have Madrid after West Ham. Madrid, you're not sure whether you can even beat them. I have a feeling that Man City jakujeza nye bulungi nnyo bagikube. Penalty ya favor de Real Madrid. Penalty Mbappe. You understand?
Jared, Erling Haaland has been very crucial. When was very crucial when the results so again there Manchester City head to head the West Ham abakuba 3 billion umajala kwa billion or a hat-trick whatever. He has lost some bit of form.
A lot of form.
He is not playing well.
He's becoming
Because
more of a 10 now.
Pep Guardiola yainanga yeyo baton nagamba amwe mudao feka tusolera yalingana lagena kuba ajja kuba 3. He's not looking like that guy anymore.
I don't know. For me, I feel like Haaland is being protected, or he's protecting himself for his first World Cup. It's a big deal. For a player who has won the treble, has won the league.
Should he be
Mentally, I'm sorry, but I think for me,
I don't think
into
it is
June
that.
before you focus on what that team can achieve.
I think that
He
is
has
not
won
right
it already.
because these days he's more involved in the game.
in the game.
So I don't think he's protecting himself.
Yes. It is
Obuzibu
just
bwe
that.
tulina is Pep Guardiola ayagala kuchanginga tactics nga season eggwako. Agatandika kukozesa ba wide strikers. Kyomulaba ate gundi Semenya flourishinga ateeba obugolo because now they are playing as wide strikers. Haaland wano ne mumupira gwa Madrid muli kunenya gundi but we tuba tuli ku pressing without the ball yadda ali mu positions za wide striker. Haaland waneno, Semenyo waneno, Savinho munda ne Bernardo Silva, Rodrigo Cascante. Obuzibu bwavudde ku Rodrigo Cascante ng'aliwo yekka ngate Ibrahim Diaz ne mwana mulezi adagula bamweta. Ate nga abantu baviiridde Semenyo ne Doku ne Savinho baviiridde bano ba wing backs baabwe. Meaning omuzannyi nga Trent bw'omulekera space ng'ate alingira adagula ali yekka tiu misinde O'Reilly simuddusi yale segundi Trent anyono Reinhard Nori yamulese ku ntebe ono tasaa ku pesi ya mwana mulezi Federico.
The beauty of it of the weekend, there is no Trent Alexander-Arnold, there is no Adagula, there is
we are
nothing
going to be
like
against
that. So you're going to be against Somerville.
Come on,
who will be there no matter what. What is your prediction for that game? You said it's an easy win for
Easy win,
Manchester City. 3-0. Julie, what's your prediction?
Comfortable.
Manchester City versus West Ham.
It's a hard game. It could even be a draw. I want City to win the game, but it could be a draw. I don't kubiraji. Olem Sajja, he's just above survival, relegation survival. Chobo manya aranira bonero na Nottingham Forest.
By the way, I'm in a state of quagmire. We twatuuka ku mupiira gwa Nottingham Forest. We lost, of course, a draw in a
title race is a loss. Yes.
But I didn't feel so bad. Why? Because I see a good thing in every bad thing. When we draw with Nottingham Forest, we give Nottingham Forest a point. Therefore, Tottenham, be ready.
For what?
I want Tottenham out of the Premier League.
You want to take their stadium.
At Westham.
You want to take their
See,
stadium.
good things in the bad things.
Yes.
You want to take their stadium.
Exactly.
Gerard. Gerard. You're going
Van der Ven can run.
Kalewulira byeyagaliza. Gerard.
Bagende tu. Abasajja batukuba nnyo nabo.
Nottingham Forest accumulating the 14 points from 8 games. That is hope for them to survive relegation.
Yes.
Nottingham Forest government has quality players. They have been shaggy. So whatever, I support Mancity, and my prediction has always been Pep Guardiola to win the league. Now you're going against a Westham that wants to survive.
Nottingham Forest is playing Fulham. That game can go either way.
The reality,
yes.
for me, my school of thought is on the fact that West Ham under this Nuno is a very improved team. West Ham are points away from home for the last maybe 6 games. Watch a day away, or have no points. You understand? Now they are going home where they have also been collecting some points. So you're looking at a scenario where Nuno has actually beaten Pep Guardiola at least twice. Pep Guardiola's team that we are talking about today is, I've said it already, is 3 times worse than the one Nuno was beating at what? At Wolves.
Yeah.
Maybe even the Wolves of that time was better. That's true. Because we moved Neves, Mugenzi, Jota, and so forth. But the truth is, Nunes understands counter-attack football at a good level. I am worried about my game at West Ham when the time comes. But from that angle, it's biased. But no, from a football angle, Man City should win that game. But that's exactly what we thought on Nottingham Forest.
Yes.
They did win it. So I'm looking at that game as the game where Man City drops another. Ojukira time Arsenal tetoitagana kujukira byo match man. March to April. Arsenal falls short. Pep Guardiola is the new Mikel Arteta.
He's going to fall short in this period of time. But have you guys...
Those draws, ojukira za Liverpool, nani. At
West Ham,
Man City is the new Arteta.
Have you guys looked at West Ham's form at home?
Falling off.
They're one of the worst.
Not since when this guy has come.
No, big, yeah? At this point, Nuno and his players have hopes of surviving relegation. So they're not going to play as the other West Ham you witnessed in September or in August when the league had just started. Bana abantu baine ekigendera kyekimune kyenabaga mathematically if Wolves won all their games they could survive relegation. Kati kitwale nti ono ali just slightly up below survival. Mpira gwagenda okusamba Pep Guardiola.
And of course the boost that they have is that Tottenham Hotspur is playing Liverpool.
Oh my God, I love this.
Yes, exactly. So West Ham that Tottenham Hotspur is playing Liverpool.
I'm a Liverpool
Nottingham Forest is playing
Fulham.
So these are 2 games it's looking like.
Is Nottingham out from home?
Can lose. So probably can be a big boost for them. So why do you think it's going to be a draw or a loss?
I think it's a 2-2 or 1-1.
Yes,
there's definitely goals.
Yes, Gerard thinks it's a 3-0 straight win for Manchester City. I also think Manchester City cruise with a 2-0 score there. Julie thinks a draw. A difficult draw.
Painfully.
That is why it is for the fans.
By the fans.
By the fans.
Banam.